In January of 2024, I lived through 4 of the hardest years of my life, and I had never felt further from myself. So I signed up with Gianni Bianco. From the beginning, Gianni made it easy for me. When I presented her with my goal, she didn't blink and go, "Oh my gosh, do you think you're gonna be able to do that? That's crazy." Without even skipping a beat, she said, "Yeah, we can do that." And truthfully, that lit a fire inside of me. I thought, well, if she thinks I can do it, I can do it. And I kept showing up, and I just kept doing what I needed to do. Now, don't get me wrong, this has been one of the hardest things I've ever done in my life. I heard somebody say that the highest form of self-love is self-discipline, and that altered my brain chemistry, I think permanently, because it really got home the point that it was no longer an option to not show up for myself. I was the one person on this planet who had the power and control to consistently show up for myself regardless of how I was feeling, of what the weather was like, of what my schedule looked like. I had the power to show up for me. And pretty soon before I knew it, one day turned into a week turned into 2 weeks, 2 weeks turned into a month, 1 month turned into 3 months, 3 months turned into 6 months, and before I knew it, we were approaching the 1 year mark. 1 year of me dedicating myself to fitness like I never have in my life before. I, for the first time in my life, understood that this was for life, that this didn't have to feel like some daunting task, that it could be fun, and whether I was in hotel rooms or whether I was in a gym, I'm going to push myself. I love the feeling of pushing myself now, whereas before I would do everything in my power to resist it, to avoid it. Now I can't wait for whatever challenge is in store for me next. I pray for me to be bad at something, knowing that if I just dedicate myself to it for a few weeks, I can be pretty good at it, or at least decent. This fitness journey has unlocked so much in my brain. It has changed the way my mind thinks about taking care of myself, and I am so grateful that I am only a year in. This means I have so far to go. I have so much to learn, and I have so much to gain. And I have already gained, learned, and received so much from this community and from this process that I am just flabbergasted that there's more to come. A lot of people ask me if I'm on Ozempic or a GLP-1, and I can tell that they're fishing for what the secret is, what the one thing they're missing is that they need to know to allow them access to this kind of life. I was also there. I really thought that there was some missing ingredient I didn't have. Gianni helped me unlock that missing ingredient. She gave me the tools necessary to believe in myself, to support myself, and be disciplined in my goals, and I'm so grateful. After 1 year, I'm 71 pounds down 37 inches overall, and stronger than I've ever been. The PRs and non-scale victories are countless. I have blown myself away with what I've been able to accomplish in a year, and I cannot wait to see what I do in 2025. I encourage you to join me in unlocking the best version of yourself.